Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Check it out. I've been talking about this for years. And the fact that a weapon should be utilized as a last resort. And I've been talking about this for a lot of years. If you search through my channel, you will figure that out pretty quick. Because here's the thing. A lot of people use their weapons as a first choice. And obviously, there could be a debate here to be taken. And there is different situation, different scenarios, different confrontation, different. I mean, again, we could go all day about this. Obviously, older person versus a younger person, a female versus a man, I don't know, a guy that is in crunches versus a bodybuilder. I mean, obviously, there is an X factor there. And people could argue, well, in this case, he should have had a gun. In this case, he should not have a gun, right? We could do that all day long, home defense, all that stuff. But ultimately speaking, generally speaking, a gun should be your last resort. When you take that gun out, everything else fail, including, this is a big one that a lot of people don't use or don't get, this. You see this hands right here? This fell too, right? And again, is a situation that I see, a video that I'm about to show you, where a guy pulls out an AR-15 over an argument. And again, it's just an argument. The guy's like, back away from me. I'm not going to play the volume in this video. I'll link the video down below if you guys want to check it out. There's a lot of cursing. I don't want to put that here. But again, at one point I'm thinking to myself, really, dude? Really? Like an AR-15 versus this dude? I'll tell you this right now. If God, pray to the Lord Jesus Christ that I don't find myself in confrontations. My back is killing me and all that. But if a guy calls me out, and it's a regular dude, sometimes, you got to go old school, sometimes you got to defend yourself with your hands. I mean, I don't need to take my arsenal because a guy says he's going to fight me. I mean, maybe life is different right now, but it looks to me like it was a fair fight. A dude versus a dude. All right, man. Hopefully my back doesn't hurt that much. But it feels like it's insane. Like some guy curses you out, you take an AR-15, back away from me. Back away. Don't make me use this thing. This is a bad representation of the Second Amendment. This is not what we should be doing, really, at all. You should use a firearm as the last resort when all other means has failed. All other. Could be verbal, speaking. It could be your hands, defending yourself with your hands, and all that stuff. It will be hard for you to, argue argue in a way that, as this right here, look at you. You're a young guy. It will be hard for you to argue in a court of law that you were terrified for your life against this dude right here, right? Let's find the dude. Well, you're about to see it, right? Here's the dude right there, but you're about to see that. So again, it will be pretty hard for you to argue that. Look at this. You have an AR-15. You're a young guy. It looks to me like you're not fat or anything like that. It looks to me like you're in shape. You could probably fight. You really can. But you pull an AR-15, if you shoot some rounds, how many people's life is going to be in danger? That round could potentially go through that person, hit somebody else. So most likely you're going to miss because, let's face it, a lot of people miss. They don't know how to aim. They don't know how to do none of those things. So you're going to put somebody at risk where you could have defended yourself with your hands. So again, there is an X factor here. Some of you guys are going to say, well, you know what, Fabian? What about if I'm old? What about if I'm a girl? What about this all day long? But ultimately speaking, it's going to be hard for you to justify the fact that you gunned down an unarmed guy because you were terrified for your life. If you could do it, let me know. Before I continue, check it out. Make sure you subscribe to my other channel, Blessings to Liberty. It's going to be linked down below. We talk about God. We talk about family. We talk about fatherhood. And things that I have learned in my life, in my 40 years of being alive. And again, I appreciate some of you guys that subscribe to that channel. So here's the thing. This is a road rage incident. Road rage incident. Look at this guy. Okay. Look at that guy. I mean, I don't want to be offensive to anybody. He's backing up. Back away. But this guy, does this light look so scary to you? I mean, he got the tattoos, tattoos. Pretty scary. A guy with tattoos. That's pretty scary. I'm being funny. I got a bunch of tattoos back in my military time. But again, guy with tattoos, overweight. I mean, I'm not being mean, but he's overweight. You're telling me that you can't fight this guy. Your only way was to pull that gun, right? And again, let me bring it back over here. The only way was for you to push that gun out. Doesn't seem to me like it's like you're gonna come out of this one. Again, the guy's fighting. I don't care about your gun. I don't care about your gun. You know, F this, F that, a lot of cursing. So I don't want to put it in there. And the guy keeps backing up. He keeps backing up. This dude is like calling him out. This dude is calling him out. He's like, I don't care that you have a gun. Again, all this over a road rage incident. You have this person right here calling the police at this point, and the person is trying to explain what kind of rifle the individual has, and she can't even explain it. It's kind of funny to listen to the person trying to explain that. I mean, I guess the guy has good trigger control. Look at that. Good trigger control right there. But again, you know, they're cursing at each other, all this. None of this was just acceptable, in my opinion. None of this was acceptable, you know. Again, and apparently, according to the video, the dude was actually the dude with the tattoo was actually following this guy. He actually followed him to the gas station over a road rage incident, and this guy pulls out the AR-15. Again, people, look, you could just close the doors of your car. You could just call the police if you don't want to get in a confrontation, if you don't want to get into an argument. You could get back in the car and drive away. You could apologize about that one. Hey, man, you know what? My bad. I know that I apparently whatever I did to you in the highway, I'm sorry. Will you please forgive me? Again, you know, I know some people will be like, oh, that's not manly. That is manly, man. Apologize. Learn how to apologize. You know, apologizing and asking for forgiveness is good. But again, you know, anything to de-escalate the situation, even if you want to do it, look at this, to de-escalate the situation, you know, it's not a bad idea to de-escalate the situation by just apologizing, right? Anything you could do. But when you pull that AR-15, to me, that's a last resort. The guy doesn't have a gun. The guy doesn't have a knife. The guy doesn't have anything. The only thing you have is a guy, a fat man with tattoos upset at you, screaming at you. That's what I'm seeing right here. So trust me, that AR-15 is probably going to put you in jail. You're going to tell a cop you were scared? You're going to tell the cop, oh, you know, I was terrified for my life when you're in your 20s in good shape against this dude? It's just not going to work out for you. It's going to end you up in jail. I know somebody's going to say, well, at least the fight didn't start it. Well, yeah, in that case, didn't start it. But it could have. But anyways, the thing about this is that you cannot base your court, like getting arrested over something, oh, well, at least this didn't happen. You know, it's just the perception that you're giving. A weapon should be utilized when all other means has failed. If you put that in your brain housing group, you will stay out of jail. This dude, I don't know what happened to him, but to me, that just didn't look good at all. He's giving the wrong impression. A cop may show up and shoot you down. If a cop show up to that scene, who do you think is getting taken to jail? Who do you think he's going to draw his pistol on? It's going to be on this guy. It's not going to be on the guy with tattoos. It's just not going to be that way, right? So, again, let me see if there's anything else in here. More cursing and more stuff. So, all right, that's done. So, anyways, I just wanted to put this video up here and talk about this real quick. Look, it's not saying that if you are in a situation where you need to use a gun, use the gun. I'm saying that a lot of times people use the gun as the first choice when in fact it should be the last choice. I'm about to record a video right now where your gun could be a choice because obviously you need to defend yourself. But there's other times that your gun should not be your first choice. I mean, I just ran through a couple situations. Stay in the car, close the window, call the cops, drive away, ask for forgiveness. Say, hey man, I don't want to fight you. Fight the guy with your hands. I mean, so many choices before you get into a gun. If you keep thinking that the gun is your first choice, you're going to find yourself in jail pretty soon. Anyways, let me know what you think. Put comments down below. And as always, God is in control.